Morning, Year 9. I'm really sorry that I can't be with you this morning. I'm in a meeting at Maritime House. However, I'd just like to share with you some thoughts on the direction I see our lessons going, and hopefully leave you with a bit of a challenge to do today. One of the things that I've been particularly thinking about developing with you is a website. This is the Digital Technology Support Team website that's been created using Google Sites for education. It's quite straightforward, but it works in serving to help people understand how they can use digital technology in schools. This is particularly designed for teachers in the school to help them use the Chromebooks better. And we've got a selection of different resources. Actually, it's not just Chromebooks. So we've got a page on Chromebook support, iOS support, Apple Mac support, Windows 7 support, the new phone system that we're using at the school, and the new print solution. All of this is accessible and editable by clicking this button here, Edit Page. As you'll see, it's got a share icon on it, just like any Google Doc. So Google Sites work very much like Google Docs. A great example that we saw this being used with last year was in Year 5, when students created their own tourism website. These were students from Underhill campus, and they developed their own tourism website. And they did this by giving different groups a different page to work on. So you have things like where to stay, with a list of local hotels, things to do, places to eat and drink, and all sorts of information. And you can add pictures in here, you can add writing, you could even add videos and different parts of media in. The important thing about this though is it's not just one person doing the work, it's about working collaboratively and collectively together to make something that's really decent. And that's what I want us to do really. I'd love us to make a Chromebook support website for students, showing them the great tools that they can use. You may or may not know that on Monday we had a range of executives come and visit us here at IPACA. I write about this on my blog actually. Let's just get it up. Let's just move down. So let's just move down a bit longer. I've had a busy week, so there's a few different things on here. But on Monday we had visitors from BT. We had Education Director for BT come and visit. We had Samsung Director for Education come and visit us. We had a chap from Google come along, who had the title of Google Global Awareness Manager. And he was particularly interesting, actually asking us questions on things and developing thoughts. And it's kind of as a result of that meeting that this website has come about really. I had been thinking about it before. Here's our visitors visiting Osprey Quay campus, being shown around by some young digital leaders, and seeing work in practice in the technology engineering and design block. And in fact, this is the gentleman from Google that I was just talking about, talking to some of our Year 11 students. And essentially, one of the things that came out from when the Google chat went and visited Mr. Smith's science class is that there are loads of students out there that have got some good skills with Google, but they're not necessarily sharing that information. And I think this website could be a good way of sharing things, because the example that was said in the meeting on Monday was that one thing I'd really like to improve about the Chromebooks is to crop images. Then another pupil piped up and said, no, you can do that already, this is how you do it. And I think it's about sharing that good practice. So, what am I going to leave you with today? Well, I'm going to leave you with this shared document. It's called Building Our Website. It's a shared document. I'm going to share it with Mr. Sawyer and Mrs. Luke, and then hopefully they'll be able to share it with you as well to add your thoughts. So it says, let's share our thoughts. And really, I just want you to share your thoughts with these things, really. I'd like you to share here how you think the site could help people. And actually, before that, I want somebody to write me about what is the purpose of the site. And I've sort of kind of talked about all that already in this video. I'd like some people to tell me about what it can include. Okay. And how could we make it stand out? So this is kind of thinking about the marketing side of it. What would you feel happy writing about? Is there something that you're confident in? Maybe using your Chromebook in geography or textiles or computer-aided design stuff. What do you want to write about? Because I'm going to be working across the next sort of 6 weeks with you, and I'm going to be expecting some good writing. So what are you going to actually write about? How are you going to bring in some skills that you have into your writing. Do you think there's anyone else that can help us make the site even better? And is there any background reading that we should do? And moving forward, this might be a nice space to share any examples that you've done. So I'm going to leave this document with you. If you can think of some more questions that will help us develop our site further, then please just add them. Don't feel that this is the definitive list. I recommend that if we do start writing in here, we use a slightly smaller font and maybe a different colour per person so we can see who's writing. But I'll leave that organisation up to you, because at the end of the day, we're all working on this together. So thanks everyone, and I hope to catch up with you after half term. Goodbye.